Radar technicians, what signal did you identify that wasn't in any of the training manuals? I was stationed at a remote outpost in Eastern Europe monitoring airspace during heightened tensions. Third month into deployment, working the graveyard shift when I caught something strange on my screen. It wasn't the usual aircraft signature or weather pattern, just this faint rhythmic pulse that appeared for exactly 12 seconds, then disappeared. Protocol said to report any anomalies, but this was so subtle I thought my equipment was malfunctioning. I ran diagnostics, everything checked out. When it happened again the next night, I mentioned it to my supervisor. Probably just interference from the comm array, he said, barely looking up from his coffee. Log it and forget it, but something felt off. The pattern was too regular, too precise to be random interference. I started recording the signal, tracking when it appeared. Always at 2:17, always for exactly 12 seconds. Always from the same direction. After 2 weeks of documentation, I approached our intelligence officer with my findings. Initially skeptical, she forwarded my data to headquarters anyway. 3 days later, our entire outpost was buzzing. Turns out that interference was a sophisticated Russian drone using a new type of stealth technology. They were testing our detection capabilities, flying just outside our standard recognition patterns. The brass had been tracking unusual troop movements for weeks, but couldn't figure out how reconnaissance was happening. My ghost signal was the missing piece. They adjusted our detection algorithms based on my recordings, and suddenly we could see them clear as day. What I thought was equipment failure became the basis for identifying a whole new class of stealth aircraft. Sometimes the most important signals are the ones that barely register